everybody. Welcome to the Trading Path with Karmer. Today I will show you how I personally trade the Fate model slash consolidation. So here we have December 19th, and wait for New York to open. As New York opens, we can see now a few things. We have finally broken above this entire range of the previous day's price action. So we're going from one balance to imbalance. So in other words, from one auction to another auction in the 5-minute time frame. Now, I expect two things. Price will tend to do two things. We'll go from expansion to consolidation to expansion, or from expansion to consolidation to another expansion. Wherever there's a big move, I always expect some sort of consolidation, and this is where I will look for my opportunities. Right now, depending how it may happen. So, if we are going from one balance area to another balance area, there's two things that can happen. Either we go back to the point of control of this area and bounce back up, or we break out, retest, and keep going, or we come down, retest a point of interest in this area to bounce back up, or we stay in a range. Whichever the scenarios, my opportunity, this model here that I'm using, will only focus from trading from one point to another point, from this point to another point. And why do I like this the best? Because 70% to 80% of the times, the market will tend to stay in a consolidation phase, or in other words, a balanced phase. But how do we identify when we're in consolidation or in continuation? Let's see. As price is going up, we are now creating what? Higher high, higher lows, higher high, and higher lows. The moment it stops making that will be my first sign that say, hang on, the trend could have been stopped. As we can see now, we're creating higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high. Now we created a new higher low, comparing from this one, and we can see the price keeps going. Now, what can we see? Slow this down and let's see. We are now still currently making higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. If we make a new higher low, the possibilities for us to go higher is greater. still creating higher lows. Let's see if we can create a higher low here. And we can see we have created a new lower high, possibly. We can see now that now we have shifted a bit of structure. Higher high, higher low, higher high, and now lower high. Now what I would like to see is a lower high to be formed, as we have here. So to me, perfect. Now, to me, we have higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. Now, I'm waiting to see if we can create a lower high, and that will have confirmed to me that the trend has stopped. Perfect. Now, we can see what I can see, that we have clearly stopped making higher highs and higher lows. We can see from here that we created a lower low because the this low is lower than this low, and we've created a lower high. We can see that this high is lower than this low. So for me, the trend has stopped for the meanwhile. Now I'll watch as price develops, and I will start drawing my profile, and let's see if we can get more information. Perfect. Now, what can we see? We can see how price is reacting to a level. From this area here, we can see price is rejecting here, 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 and here. So now I have a map where I can draw my profile. So let's go ahead and do that, and let's draw our profiles. So I'm going to draw, look at the left. We're going to use this as our starting point and draw until here, I'd say. Perfect. Now, what can we do? Let's go ahead and mark our value area highs first. Should be here. Where I can expect the buyers to protect this level in the future. I'm going to go ahead and mark the value area high. Sorry, so I will mark the value area low, the beginning of it, because I can expect buyers to protect this level the next time price comes back. And I will also mark the value area low, the beginning of it, because I will expect sellers to protect that level when price gets up there. Next step, I will mark delta. So if I zoom in, starting from the starting point of this value area high, I'm only going to look for the bearish one. So we can clearly see that this one here is the highest level. So let me mark this. will mark this as well if ever we get down there. And we can also see that we also have a nice little delta over here. So now, and we can see here at the very top, we can see the maximum effort of the buyers that really try to break that level. So we can expect in the near future, if we can close above that level, we can potentially look for a breakout. All right? So this is what I'll be expecting. If the price comes to this level here or here, we can expect some sort of absorption. We can use divergence. We can use footprint, big trades, however you want to see it. Or we can even use the range chart with deep effort. Now, this is what I expect from this chart, at least at the point of control, or even lower, or until here, possibly. Don't know yet. Now, the other thing I can expect is what? Since we are bullish, I can also expect for price to come back, tap here, see some sort of absorption, and I'll probably trade all the way up to the value area high in this level, where I could also potentially look for another short. Now that we have our levels and our game plan, let's see what happens. So let's delete this, and we'll go to the 1 minute chart. And we will press play. And we will see what happens. Now, price is now tapped in this level. What can we see? We can see how price is having a reaction to this level. I can see clear absorption of the buyers. We have also a sell imbalance at the bottom of this wick candle. So how would I trade this? I would wait for price to close above this bubble over here. And we can see price went a little bit too fast for me. We can now look for a trade.
Your order is filled.
Ideally, I would have gotten in here, but price went too fast, so I'll have to slow this down a bit. And where my TP would be, probably up here.
Order is submitted.
At the value area high, where I expect price to later reject. Now, keeping in mind that I would enter here instead of here, but this is still good. We can see that we had an absorption here, we had a sell imbalance here, we tapped a level here, bullish level, and right now, what am I seeing? I have a sell imbalance here, which this candle closed above, so it's actually not a too bad entry for this. Now, what I expect is the sellers to protect this level, and let's see if we can close above it. At the moment, we cannot close above it. We can put our stop loss just under
Order
here.
is submitted.
In the moment it closes above, we're good to go. At this
Order
stage,
is submitted.
what do I expect? I expect the sellers to get absorbed, the buyers absorb the sellers here. Now I can move my stop loss to break even,
Order
as I
is
expect the
submitted.
buyers to protect this level again. You can see buyers are stepping in, having a fight, not being rewarded so far. You can see here a lot of buying and selling action, but ultimately the buyers won this battle. And we can see here buyers are still being rewarded.
Your order is filled.
And we have a close. Now, let's say, now price is over here, and let's see what price is going to do when we reach that. We can see if we can grab a short or not. Let's see. I will need to see further confirmation before anything. Right now, I see this. So sellers got absorbed. So I would expect buyers to protect this level. And now we can see how the price is developing. And this could potentially be a short, but let's see if we can take a short from here.
Your order is filled.
Our stop loss just slightly above here,
Order
keeping
is
it minimal,
submitted.
and perhaps I would take my profit around here,
Order is submitted.
where buyers are present to protect this level. Let's see what happens.
Your order is filled.
Okay, we can see we get stopped out here. That's fine. We're still up. Now, what can we use from this information? This information tells me that the buyers are stronger here still. Let's see what happens next. We have a buying balance over here, so indicating to me that the buying is strong. We're tapping the value area low of that level again. So for me to be interested in the short, I would need to see price close below this level. Now, what can we see here? As price is doing this, this is roughly 1 o'clock. So I would have to change the filter of my deep trades as volume is drying up. Perfect. Now what can we see here? We can see that the buyers came to this level, or rather the delta over here. Seller stepped in, closed below this auction over here. This is the time where I would look for a short. Take a short here.
Your order is filled.
And let's see if we can break below this level again.
Order is submitted.
I can put my stop loss just slightly under here.
Order is submitted. Order is submitted.
Let's see what happens, and let's play this out. Okay, sellers are winning this battle so far, but buyers are still stepping in. Notice how the time is already lunchtime. So I would be cautious at this point to hold any trades. You can also expect sellers to protect this level. And if we can break below this auction here, then chances are that we're going to go lower. Now what can we see is that we finally broke below this level, but we're having a lot of absorption at this stage. Let's see what happens next. You can see that the sellers are protecting this level. Now I can look to put my stop loss slightly under.
Order is submitted.
Can break below that? No, we can't.
Your order is filled.
And there we have a way to trade this, and we can see that price keeps going lower and lower until a certain point where it would be bounced back up. So now that you see how I would trade, remember that this information, the profile, has been drawn way back then, and just trading from these levels, from bounce to bounce, you would be okay. So thank you for watching this video, and that's all for today. Should you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or anyone on the Discord. I'll be glad to help and answer any questions that you may have.